Today's life lesson is about perspective. Your happiness is only partially dependent upon your situation. Sure, improving your lot in life can certainly help. I can agree with that. However, it's really only 50% of the puzzle. You will literally be happier daily if you use this fast technique that I'm going to share with you. It takes almost no time and actually becomes fun. And it's something my parents came up with and used for many years. Actually, when I was younger, I thought it was kind of cheesy, but now I think it's one of the smartest habits they had. 5 things you're thankful for, game. Here are the rules. Do it with someone you're close to. Do it every day at the end of the day. You take turns, alternating, sharing things that you're grateful for. You do one, I do one, back and forth until we've each done 5 for a grand total of 10. Restrictions. It has to be something from today. Should be specific, like I enjoyed the shade during my walk, not just nature. And lastly, you can't repeat something that the other person said. That's why it's key to take turns, because if you had shared experiences that day, you both might reach for the same low-hanging fruit examples first. But the key is to think, to search. That's exactly why we do 5 items, not just 3. 3 would be too easy. By scanning your day for what good things happened, that's exercising exactly the right mental muscle you want to be exercising. Also, it becomes like a game. You know, you're first taking the most obvious examples, and towards the end, you're sometimes having to be more creative. Just to picture it, here's some examples you might use. 1, I'm glad we got to go on a walk in the park together today. 2, I had 20 minutes to read my book, and that was really nice because I don't always find the time. 3, my boss agreed to put me on that project I wanted. 4, I'm glad I got my gym workout in today. And maybe 5, I'm glad I'm feeling better after being sick for 4 days. Okay, let me address the elephant in the room. Right now, you're probably thinking, gratitude? How boring. There's nothing sexy about that. But here's why it's important. Due to our base survival instincts, your brain naturally scans for problems, dangers, unfinished tasks, regrets. That's just your default brain's operating mode. So we want to swing things the other way a little bit. And gratitude is not pretending that life is perfect. It's deliberately forcing your attention to also notice what is already good. I actually made a video on how to program your brain. I'll put a link up here somewhere in case you're interested in that. Just to put things in context, have you ever had that experience walking through a crowded area of the city and you see someone who's much less fortunate than you are and you think, geez, I'm glad I'm not in that situation myself. And for the next 5 minutes, you actually feel very lucky. I think you've had that feeling. So that's what gratitude does if you do it actively and not just when you randomly happen to see something. It sounds boring, but if you make this a daily habit, I don't care what you gotta do, put check marks on a calendar, put a piece of paper with days of the week and mark them off. But if you actually do it, it will slowly start to make you genuinely more happy. In some ways, in some situations, happiness is a choice. Okay, let's say at least 50% of the time, but that's a large percentage that you have control over. Oh, and one more tip on this 5 things game. If you had a particularly bad day, here's a little twist that you can use. You state the bad thing, honestly, but then you identify the positive part of it. Example, even though I missed my bedtime and went to bed super late, at least I slept solidly and feel rested. So with this twist, you get the release of complaining about something, but you force yourself to find the positive part, because it legitimately could have been worse. After a while, the game actually becomes a shared, fun practice to do with each other. It's like having an accountability partner, which helps you keep the habit. So I copied this game from my parents, and now my girlfriend and I are having fun with it too. Do this long enough, and eventually it becomes your habit throughout the day to look for positive things that you can mention in your list at the end of the day. In this way, it's changing your thinking habits throughout the whole day. You know that thing they say, you are the people you surround yourself with? This game helps you upgrade your group. You both naturally look for the good, and you influence each other and reflect back positivity, like an echo in a soundproof room that never stops. JK, JK. Oh, and if you don't have someone else to do this with, my dad mentioned that sometimes when my mom went to sleep before him and they didn't have a chance to do it, as he was lied in bed with the lights off, he would try to think of 10 things that he was happy for, to account for doing it alone. And he said it was a really nice way to fall asleep, so that's an option also. I will see you tomorrow for the next life lesson. I'm doing one of these each day for 30 days in a row.